Alright, it got me thinking. The new trucks that they build now, they just don't do what this one does. We were resetting the oil light. Looks like 243, 720. We did an oil change on it, did some cooling service on it, done other videos on this one. It's had, you know, a fair amount of work to it. But coming up on 250,000 miles, I don't know how you could ask much more of this. So we've done a video on the cooling system. So both belt tensioners, both belts, due to coolant contamination of a failed water pump. Good OE thermostat neck. The bleed hose here is new. One of the heater hoses is new. Both of the radiator hoses are new. Obviously all new coolant. Pretty much everywhere we touched it got a new clamp. Got a new fan clutch. And we had a situation, you can see the seam on the radiator there, but on the other side of the truck it was leaking. Now there are aftermarket radiators out there, but you get what you pay for essentially with radiators. This factory OE one, as far as I could tell, OE's original equipment, made it 250,000 miles and really had just started to separate, probably due to steam from the overheat issue with the water pump, if I had to take a guess. Obviously I wasn't riding under the hood, so I don't know. We did an oil change on it, got a new expansion tank cap. So had somebody gone in here and just chucked a water pump at it, maybe that would have worked, but we would have had all kinds of belt problems. When you unloaded the tension off the belt, the tensioners were weak on it. The fan clutch you took off, we could have put a crappy fan clutch back on there that had 250,000 miles on it too, and we didn't. We could have overlooked the hoses and let them just blow as they, you know, failed going down the road, and then we could have made sure, you know, or neglected or lack thereof making sure that we had a good radiator in here. So we've got fresh coolant in here. It is mixed properly with the correct alkaline water or a distilled water. So we've done 90% of this cooling system, changed the oil in it like I said. We're gonna put this truck back out of service. I'm very pleased with the outcome of it. I've put about 20 test drive miles on it and it's ready to go back out there. We did clean it as much as we possibly could, but the coolant had been leaking so much that it's in the frame rail, it's in some of the cross members. So there may be still a little whiff of coolant for the next day or two, but we're in good shape and I'm happy with it and ready for it to be back out on the road.